Camp Flix is awesome because it gives you all these professionals, all this equipment, and people who are genuinely passionate about film.
You have so many different things that you can learn here, and it's just crazy how much you learn.
I think this is my 5th or 6th year. Honestly, first of all, the people are amazing here. I think just being able to be in a group of people and have a common interest of making a film, and it's really amazing.
I mean, you can do it if you're a beginner and never done a film, and you can do it if you've done 100 films. It's for everyone, really, yeah.
It's just super cool making a movie. That's all I can say. It's just to see a movie afterwards, it's awesome.
Was the night before New Year's, and all through the camp, not a kiddo was stirring, not even a scamp. The movies were saved in the playlist with care, in hopes that the live stream would give a good scare. And
John.
What?
John, we've got a whole bunch of movies to watch tonight, man. We can't. I told you we couldn't do the full.
We're
whole
supposed
story.
to set an ambiance for this. You know what? Just go. You know what? You just
right,
go ahead.
Right.
Just go.
I know, but we've got kids' bedtimes to worry about. We've got to
okay.
get going.
Okay, you're right. All right, fair enough. Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to welcome you to our first ever horror holiday special from Camp Flix. Tonight, we've got 13 very spooky movies that come across the entire collection of Camp Flix movies made over the last decade. So we've got some really good old ones and some really fresh new ones. And all of them are very, very spooky. We can definitely guarantee that. Before we get totally started, just want to do a few housekeeping things. So we're going to try really hard to keep y'all here for just a little bit over an hour. We've got 13 movies to roll through. But we're really excited. And I also want to make sure that we take a second and thank the folks that you can't see who are making all of this happen. The first is definitely Tom Karsh, who's the incredible owner of Camp Flix. He is just none of this would be possible without him. So we want to make sure that he was represented. And then also we want to make sure that we're honoring Eli Owens, who's very frantically running all the tech in the background for tonight. And so they are pulling all the magic strings that are going to make all the magic happen. So definitely want to give a shout out to them. And they're also monitoring the chat. So, housekeeping rules, don't say anything that you wouldn't want your parents to see. We will use those moderator tools to the best of our abilities. So thank you so much. For the parents who are tuning in, you can see below some really cool holiday promo specials. Those expire on January 2nd, so get them while they're hot. You've got Holiday 1, which is for the day camp, and it's $100 off, and Holiday 2, which is $200 off of the overnight camp. Both of those are great and very limited deals tied to this special. So definitely keep those in mind as you're watching through tonight. And we'll be talking more about the camp as we hit little breaks. In general, what we're going to have is about 3 movies played at a time within a small break. We'll have a small intermission after 6 movies, and then we'll run through the rest after that. So stay tuned, and at the very, very end, we will vote for our favorite horror movie for the season. So without all of that housekeeping out of the way, I will now pass it back over to my incredible co-host for the evening, John Barfield, who I think needs no introduction at Camp Flix. He is one of our favorite campers. He was a counselor for the first time this summer, and it was just such a joy to see him come into that. And he also holds the record for the most appearances in Camp Flix movie history. So he will be appearing in many of the films you'll see tonight. So without any further ado, John, I'll pass it off to you to introduce the first block of films.
I could not ask for a warmer introduction. Thank you so much, Oscar. Now, the thing about horror movies is we all know is that they are terrifying. They rock you to your core. But one thing about horror movies that doesn't get mentioned enough is their versatility. A lot of them are able to blend genres and themes from other genres and allow themselves to be more than just a horror film. So, with that being said, our first round of Frights for the Night are a little more lighthearted, but I'm sure you will enjoy them. There you go.
What is your emergency? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? I hate these prank calls.
What's up guys, it's Chad Johnson, and today I'm here to announce something very special. We're going to the home of some actual ghosts. Next time you'll see this, I'll be at the mercy of the dead. That's all for now, bye-bye. So we finally arrived at Emory University, the site of the hauntings. Two podcasters, Sydney and Clarice, were brutally killed in a daily recording of the show. Ever since, students have reported seeing pale figures roam around campus, and what is described as the ungodly chatter of roommates. Normally, this doesn't happen at a college, so I'm here to check it out. Alright, finally set up, now ready to go ghost hunting. Honestly. So guys, I haven't even been here my first night, and there's already a haunting going on. There's definitely a supernatural explanation for that. I seriously need to follow this. This is crazy. Look at that ghost. He's about to terrorize those poor students. I wonder what he's going to do to them.
Hey, Clarice, forgot my key. Can you let me in?
Looks like we caught him off duty this time.
Hello? Oh. Sydney, the guy's back.
Yeah, he was stalking me in the hallway.
Hey, could I possibly come in for an interview?
An interview? I don't know. You could follow us around for the day, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
That sounds good to me too.
Sweet.
See you tomorrow.
See you then. So I got into the residence of the ghost. When I tried to question them, they attacked me. Guess I'll have to catch them later tomorrow.
And I was like, Johnny, you do not look good like that.
No
You guys
way.
seriously took your victim this early in the morning?
Dude, this is our dorm. You visited last night.
Whatever. I'm really glad you guys don't have to watch this. The two ghosts are currently mutilating the corpse of a chicken in some sort of disturbing ritual.
Come on, man. We're just having lunch, and ghosts can't even digest food.
We're just stress eating because of you.
I've had a pretty good track record with the ghosts today. I'm going to do something new to interact with them.
Ow! What the heck, dude?
Why didn't that go through you?
It's complicated.
You know what, Chad? You've gotten way beyond just filming our day.
I won't have to do that if you guys do anything film-worthy.
Like what?
Like proper haunting, any sweet eye candy for that sweet ad revenue.
Well, you know, I think I speak for both me and Sydney when I say we're done. We're going back to our dorm. Please don't knock.
So, the ghosts got more elusive as the day got later. So I'll definitely catch them in the morning.
Wow, he's insufferable even for a vlogger.
You know, if he wants to scare his viewers so bad, we might as well just do it.
Now, that's an idea.
I am the one who died with their brains still intact.
Hey guys, I was hoping to get some footage today. Well, guys, what's going on? I don't know what the rule about ghosts and sleeping, but Hey guys, I'm back from Emory. As it turns out, there are no hauntings whatsoever. So I've decided to make this my last project. I'm shutting off my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Good choice.
Five, 4, 3, 2. I know you're out there. I wonder where she is. Dang it! Good try. Yeah, thanks. Maybe next time you can be the seeker. Yeah, I guess. You know, you're really good at hide and seek. I am the champion. That was a really scary game. I know. Hey, Eric.
Hi.
And there you go, the first round of films. I really, really enjoy those. I feel like they are a very creative use of horror tropes and themes to kind of put their own little spin on it. But now, with that, I pass it back to Sir Oscar Keys for some more announcements.
So like I said, I just love the full collection of horror films that we've accumulated over the past couple of years. One of the things that I think is really awesome about camp is that we do have campers who come back over and over and over again. As we watch some of these movies tonight, you'll start to see repeat faces and actors such as John's. And one of the things I want to make sure I highlight is the importance of, you know, if you come back as a returning camper, you get access to all kinds of different benefits. The biggest one is you get access to more time in your movies, you get more advanced classes, and the biggest one, which I just think is more time to really work on your stories. When it's your first year at camp, whether you're a high schooler or a middle schooler, so much of what we have to do is like, you know, equip you to be able to make your movie from the start. But if you come back, you get some of those more advanced techniques, more advanced equipment, more advanced counselors, all that kind of stuff. So we really, really encourage campers who are younger and want to be coming back forever. We love to have that. We also have a very special award for our campers who come for over 5 years, who start as very little and finish at the end very, very big, called the Golden X Award. which is really awesome, and is there to honor our campers who've been there for a really long time. So, like I said, if you come back, you get more access, more camp, more extreme awesomeness. That's what the X stands for inside of Camp Flix. And then once again, those promo codes at the bottom, Holiday 1 and Holiday 2, please make sure to use those. And with that, I will pass it back over to John to take us into our next block.
Thank you, Oscar. I very much appreciate it. Now, the thing about horror, as we all know, is that it scares us. But why does it scare us? It scares us because it strikes in us a fear. And for certain people, they have very specific fears that might be, isolation, or maybe questioning their own reality, or maybe it's just the idea of an urban legend. Well, if any of those scare you, then these next 3 films definitely will. So I present to you our next batch. Take it away.
Project's done. Our mom's not gonna be here for another hour. So what should we do now?
You can watch a movie or something.
I think the librarian keeps a bunch of old DVDs back there. We could watch this.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I guess. Give it to me and I'll put it in my laptop.
Good morning. Sleep. Well, you better be going. You're gonna be late for school.
Good morning, pupils. Does anyone have any questions about last night's homework assignment? What we're going to talk about today in class is really important, so I'm going to need you to listen up. And take good notes. Today, we're going to learn an adult. You get to make decisions for yourself. Because, well...
Because what?
What did you say?
Why can we make decisions when we're an adult, but not now?
Come here!
No!
Yeah, so I got like an Amazon gift card for my birthday, and I got a new Yeti cup. I keep this on my desk now. It's got the new thermal stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. It's got the weird. Oh my god! Dude, I just spilled water all over my lap. I hate how water's so wet.
What? What
You did not just say that.
Say what?
Water is not wet.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Everything it touches becomes wet, but water itself is not wet.
No, water is wet.
Yeah, the word water has the word wet in it.
Okay, that's a logical fallacy.
Water feels pretty wet to me.
Yeah, well, facts don't care about your feelings, okay?
Okay, what if I poured a bucket of water on your head? You would think that was wet, wouldn't you?
No, my head would be wet, but the water wouldn't. Hold on, I just got a DM. I really think that you guys should repost this.
You still believe in that? Haven't you gotten all your money to that Nigerian prince yet?
It says if you don't repost, you'll die. You should just do it to be safe. It takes no effort.
That's stupid. What is this? I'm not falling for that.
What just happened?
Guys, I think Mateo's gone.
Oh, guys, you better repost it now.
I'm not gonna. What? I just got a DM too. It says, "Don't show this to Gus or he'll die." What do you guys think of that?
Oh, I get it now. That's a funny joke. Hey, where'd Gus go?
Okay, stop messing around, guys. It's not funny anymore. Just repost it, please.
No way. I'm not reposting it. It's stupid.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
Oh, okay, I'm getting off. This is freaking me out.
Why me? Oh, shoot. They all died.
Well, it's hip-hop happening, dudes. Where did everybody go? They're all gone. What'd you do?
They're dead. They're all dead. I thought you were dead. You got popcorn? You and I are the only ones left alive. Did you repost it yet?
I'm not reposting that stupid thing. I've told you once, I'll play a couple hundred times, man.
What is happening?
Repost failed.
Oh, shoot. I'm not on Wi-Fi.
And there we have it, another great batch of films. I really enjoyed how each of those kind of had their own way of storytelling that really drove home the point they were trying to make. And so again, I'm just really, really happy we just got to see those. But I think pass it back to Oscar. I think we have some more announcements.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So, I mean, one of the things I'm just always really impressed by REPOST in particular was that was made during quarantine when we went to virtual camp for 2 summers. So I definitely, if that's what they're able to accomplish when they're all separated across the country over the internet, just imagine what you're able to do when you come together at Camp Flix, hopefully this summer. We got a really good question in the chat about when do counselor applications open. All staff applications for both counselors and interns actually go live tonight. When we go to this intermission, which will be about a 3-minute intermission, there will actually be a couple of links that pop on, and you'll see some QR codes go by. And so if you're interested in being either a counselor or an intern, just go ahead and go to that link and you will see an application. But they actually just went live for this event. So I'm really excited that we got some questions about that. And without further ado, I think we are going to roll the intermission, give everybody a chance to go get some more hot cocoa. I know I am. And then we'll be back in 3 minutes. That sounds good to everybody.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello, we're
welcome
back.
From intermission. So before we get started with our next block of films, they do kind of not level up in terms of quality, because as we saw in the last block, we have stuff. I mean, Glitch came out the first year of camp and it's just unbelievable. So that is not what I'm meaning here, but in terms of just more in the darker, more serious topics, that kind of thing, as we sort of level up into our horror for the evening. Do just want to remind everybody, everything will stay at PG, as is per our Camp Flix purview. Everything is there for children of the age 11 at least. So that is great. And one of the things that we also wanted to highlight at the intermission break is actually our overnight program. So I'm going to let John gush about this in just a second, but I'll do my boring director spiel about overnight, which I think is secretly the heart of camp. The overnight experience gives campers a chance to really bond with their teammates they get a whole extra project, which we're actually going to see one of here. They have this really amazing trailer project they do together where random things are selected and they have to come together to figure out how to make the best movie that doesn't exist quite yet. From those different assembled items and genres and sound effects and different things. And sometimes those projects go on to become movies that they come back and do later. So it's always really exciting to see them do that. Overnight also is a great chance for them to participate in Edit-a-thon, which I think is like one of my favorite parts. As the camp director, I get to see all the movies as they're in progress. I get to see all the rough cuts getting assembled. That's when the movie has just been shot and they're trying to put it all together on Thursday night before the movies are due on Friday. So just for those folks who are sort of curious about Camp Flix, we have 1 week to make all these movies. And the Edit-a-thon that happens during the overnight is when the campers get to work with the overnight staff to get their movies in good shape going into the final Friday. So without further me gushing on about that, I will hand it back over to John to talk about why overnight is so special.
Yeah, so overnight was a big part of my Camp Flix experience for many reasons. One of them being that I made so many friends while I was overnight that I have to this day. I mean, God, I'm thinking of all of the names, and it's just like I wouldn't have known those people, I wouldn't have made those connections, and I wouldn't have made as those amazing memories had I not gone with overnight. And that's a big part of why it was the option for me every time I went. Another thing about overnight that I love is that an edit-a-thon is just wild fun. I mean, it's work, obviously. You know, you got to get those edits in. But I mean, like, just being able to stay up and spend time with your friends and like order in food. It's a really big part of it. And some of my fondest memories were just staying up really late at night at Camp Flix and just getting those edits done. But yeah, it's just another level on top of the already amazing Camp Flix experience, and I would definitely say try it if you haven't, because it is truly an amazing thing. And you get another project on top of that, another thing that you get to be proud of with a little bit of a challenge. I feel like it also helped further my filmmaking prowess because I got to do the overnight thing. In fact, actually, one of my overnight projects was part of the reason it is the way it is now, because we just made this really good trailer, and then Keys was like, "Oh, that's really good." So again, that wouldn't have happened had I not gone to overnight. So that's just my whole spiel. If you've been considering it, I highly recommend it, especially with these promo codes down here at the bottom that you can use at campflix.com. That'll definitely help you make that decision. Anyway,
Camp Flix with an X.
Camp Flix with an X. Don't forget, everybody.
So if you want that overnight special, it's the Holiday 2 promo code at the bottom. And without further ado, we will show one of those amazing overnight horror movie trailers. So here it is.
There we go. Wow, that is scary. Genuinely, that's scary to me.
I remember when this got made and I was like, well, I just won't sleep for 3 days. That's fine. And that's only a trailer. So just imagine what that could be as a full 5-minute film, which is what you're able to make when you come back for at least 2 years to Camp Flix. You unlock the full 5-minute time length of your film. So like I said, if you're really into camp and you want to keep coming back, there's more and more things for you to gain each time you come and see us. But now we're going to move on to the second block of our after intermission, and I'll pass it back over to John.
Well, the thing about horror movies that we all know is that there are different types of horror movies. The number one, I feel like most people would agree, is the slasher flick. I mean, think of all of the famous franchises that were built off the backs of stone cold serial killers with no remorse. I mean, you got Nightmare on Elm Street, you got Friday the 13th, you got the Halloween franchise. So when it comes to horror movies, you'd be remiss if you did not mention those slasher flicks. And believe me, Camp Flix has a good lot of them. And you're about to watch them here. But before you do, I just gotta let you know, the next one you're about to see, I made sure was scary. So without further ado, here are some slasher flicks for you.
Hey!
This class is about improving your technique and being better at your craft. Welcome to Serial Killing 101. One thing you need to know is that there's more to being a serial killer than just killing. Yes, zombie, I do understand that that might seem confusing. Another thing you're gonna need To become a great serial killer is mystery.
Oh, like changing who you are every 5 seconds.
No texting. A great serial killer has to be aware of his surroundings.
When would you need to be aware of your surroundings?
Let's say you need to make a quick getaway from a murder. You're gonna need to know what's around you and what you can hide behind. If you can't find anything, I suggest you run.
God, do you have to be that kid? That annoying kid that everyone wants dead?
The last kids who annoyed me didn't live to tell the tale.
But if you had a better getaway, you probably wouldn't have died in the end.
That was a very emotional time in my life. Sorry for not having the best getaway.
I kill annoying teenage girls like you for sport.
Are those the kind of victims that you want to have?
Yeah, they're the easiest and their screams are funny.
You guys should really get into arson. I think you'll find out more and more as it...
Guys, pay attention. This is the kind of class that you're going to want to take with you all throughout your killing career. Every serial killer has a trademark. What do you mean?
There's a million movies and TV shows about him.
Yeah, you have to be the lazy serial killer out there. All you do is moan and groan.
Yeah, man, and everyone's fed up with it.
Guys, it's not about who has the most movies made about you, or who is the most liked, or who had the most childhood trauma. What matters is that every kill, every creepy, slimy move that you make, and every scream you invoke is meaningful.
I just want to kill people.
This teacher actually thinks we care about what she's saying.
Alright, that's it. That's it. I'm done with freshmen. You guys have fun killing without me. I am out.
Why does she keep talking about being a serial killer?
You're so dumb.
This is definitely not American Life.
Where am I? Who am I?
I feel trapped.
I gotta get out of here.
Get out of here. I feel trapped.
I gotta get out of here.
Barfield, she's escaping! Go, 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 go! She's crazy! Yeah, it's just as crazy as her dead parents!
They're coming after me.
Mom, let's go! She's crazy! She's crazy!
Get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
That sound. The music's familiar.
Rose, come down here. Rose, come down here. Your father has something for you.
Yeah, it's just as crazy as her dead parents!
Wait, my parents are dead? My parents. Someone killed them. Someone killed them. My parents. Someone killed them.
Rose, come down here. I did it.
am I?
Listen, at the end of the day, there's nothing scarier and better for horror than a good murder. But with that being said, I pass it back to Oscar Keys, who has some more announcements, I believe.
All right, so we are about to go to our last little block of films. So I just want to make sure one last time that I highlight the discount codes at the bottom. You've got Holiday 1 for $100 off of day camp and Holiday 2 for $200 off of the overnight camp. We would love to see you there. So also feel free to share this stream with folks afterwards as well. Share it, post it, whatever you want to do. That code will be live and available through January 2nd. So not too much longer, but it'll at least take you into the new year. And for any of our returning campers, please, 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 we hope you'll join us for the summer. And for any of our campers who have aged out, we hope that you'll apply to be an intern with us for next summer. And for any folks who are out there thinking, maybe I could be a counselor and you finished your first year of college, go ahead and send applications, see what happens. We would love to have everyone there. And I think with that, it's back to John for our closing block. And remember to stay tuned so you can vote for the #1 horror movie for our horror holiday season. Okay.
Oscar. Now, finally, for our last block, we wanted to really epitomize what is horror in about 3 pretty solid flicks here. I gotta say, looking at these, I actually am a big fan of the ones coming up here, and particularly the last one, for no, particular reason. I don't know, maybe there might be like someone in there who did like a pretty cool performance or whatever. I'm not sure, but regardless of all of that, I present to you our final block of horror movies.
The sound of emptiness is just as loud as a gun being fired.
Okay, now how does it look? So I see from your sleeve up. No, you're gonna wait. You try not to block out the moon, right?
See? Louder than any gun.
Mr. Lead?
Yeah?
You are aware that we have a zero tolerance policy for verbal assault in the workplace, correct?
I don't think words can assault a person, sir.
Matthew, this is serious. Christine is very upset about what you said to her, and to be frank, I don't blame her. This is your last strike.
No. I cannot get fired. I need this job. Plus, if I do, they'll lose a set, won't they? You know.
What are you talking about? We're letting you go, Matthew. Your unprofessionalism has reached a disturbing limit and your delusions are frightening.
I think your face is frightening.
Get out. Leave company property immediately before I call security. Out!
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, come in.
Thank you. You got pizza.
For sure.
So, hey, Alan. You guys doing good?
Yeah, how you been, man? How's the job going?
And, it's been great. Job's great. Job's great.
Why'd you be doing that?
Bro, you do this every time.
You're not. No one's recording you, bro. Wait. Hey, bro.
Wake up.
Hey, man. Get up. Get up, bro.
You get off me!
Get up. Hey, bro. Hey! There's no cameras.
There are!
Hey, get this man out of my house, bro.
You
Get
don't
him out of my house.
understand it!
Stay out of here, bro. Don't come.
No!
Why do we even invite him? He always ruins everything.
I swear I saw a camera. He was right there and then...
Welcome, Mr. Lead.
Good day, Doctor.
I see that you wrote down that you hope this doctor's visit will be the show's finale. Would you care to elaborate?
I would like to tell you that I think I'm being recorded for a TV show behind my back. I got fired from my job. I ruined a friendship, and I have these notes that I want to show you. I don't know what it is, but I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to stop hurting people. I just want all the cameras, the ones only I can see, to stop rolling.
I believe that what you need is to forget all of this and live the normal life you've been longing. You should start this journey by writing an apology letter to your boss, and please refrain from any passive-aggressive undertones.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor, for your advice. Dear Mr. Cameron, I'm very sorry for my actions that I have displayed at your workplace. Get back here! You ruined my life. You made me lose it. What kind of monsters are you?
Keep it down out there. Hey, what are you doing in here? I'm trying to edit.
On Paranormal Findings, we're going to be exploring the campus of Pendleshire University, and you're coming with us. Pendleshire University is one of the oldest campuses in Georgia, and we're going to visit Patton Hall. Said to be the most haunted building at the college, Patton Hall is filled with extraordinary activity of the afterlife. So join us to take a look inside to find what's really going on with our fellow ghosts. My name is Sage Auber, and this is Pendleshire Hauntings. Here at Pendleshire University, we're going to be investigating the famously abandoned Patton Hall. Hi, I'm Sage Auber, and this is Paranormal Findings. Prior to its 1990s closing, there's always been evidence for extreme paranormal activity. Just listen to what this one student has to say about it.
Yeah, I saw a ghost one time. It was whack. Like, he just kept staring at me as if he's trying to have a staring contest. And that's not fair to me, because I don't have a lot of moisture in my eyes. I have a whatever, look, I gotta go to class. I'm trying to be a lawyer. Just get...
This doesn't even begin to address the rumors dating all the way back to 1836, just 2 years after its initial opening. Now, let's go see what's inside. We've set up a tour with Marshall Owens, Vice Dean of Students, to share with us the eerie history behind this building.
Hey, I'm Marshall.
I'm Sage.
Welcome to Patton Hall. So, this is actually one of the first buildings.
Why don't you tell us about the sightings?
Well, if by sightings you mean rumors, there hasn't actually been any proven evidence of paranormal activity on campus.
Well, let's put that to the test. Using this device, we can speak to the spirits beyond. Let's see what they have to say.
Is that even gonna do anything?
Yes, it's gonna work. Just give it a minute, any moment now, and... Steve! Now we have to reshoot again!
I'm sorry, Sage. It won't happen again.
Oh, this crew is useless. Reset! Using this device, we can speak to the spirit. You know, there's an infamous story about the architect who took his own life in his bell towers. Students say that they can hear him whispering, "Layer by layer, be the house built." Nobody really knows what it means, but some speculate that it is the meaning behind his death.
Where are you even getting this information? Ghost Wikipedia?
Steve!
It wasn't me, I swear.
What did I tell you?
It was probably just the AC or something.
Whatever, let's just reset! This room tells the tale of two secret lovers who were destined to meet right here. But before they could, they mysteriously vanished. Some say you can still hear them playing music together. At last.
Hey, we should really stay within the restricted areas.
Steve? Steve! Where is she now? Marshall? Marshall, come on.
Layer by layer, be the house built. Layer by layer, be the house built. Layer by layer, be the house built.
Steve! Marshall! Somebody!
And there you have it. Those are our movies for the first ever holiday horror special. I just want to give a round of applause for those. Great batch of films. I think it really does show the history of this camp so well, because there are so many vastly different different styles of filmmaking represented here. And it's just great. And Camp Flix has always been a place where horror happens. So I'm really glad we got to see that. And with that, I think I'm going to pass it off over to Keys for some final bits of the stream that I think are very important. Isn't that right, Keys?
Yeah, so we just posted the voting link into the chat. It should also be on the screen. We've got a little bit.ly and there's a QR code. So we're going to leave that up for about 60 seconds for folks to go ahead and submit their votes. And as people's votes are streaming in, we're just going to take one last time to kind of run through all the different things. So once again, thank you so much to everybody who came, and for folks who maybe are tuning in later for coming out to our first ever holiday horror special. We hope to maybe do live streams like this in the future. This was our first experiment with it, and I think it's been a lot of fun. We obviously had a really incredible collection of films dating all the way back to our very first year at camp. We're really looking forward to all of you joining us in 2023 when we're back. We are going to be at a different campus instead of Oglethorpe this year. We're going to be at Kennesaw State for the first time, but we'll also be back at Emory for 2 weeks. So like I said, it's going to be an awesome summer. We're going to have a lot of returning campers, a lot of returning staff. Eli and I are going to be co-directing, and so it's going to be a really big blast of just like a lot of fun. And we really hope that you'll consider coming to overnight if you haven't done it before, because I think if you're tuning in for this, you're probably really into movies. So overnight would be a really great fit for you. So just one more time running through all the different sort of points from tonight. The first most important one, of course, is the discount codes at the bottom. You got Holiday 1 for $100 off of day camp, and you've got Holiday 2 for $200 off of the overnight camp. So that's good through January 2nd. So feel free to send that off, share it with your friends, that kind of thing. So definitely tune in for this holiday special and send this link out to folks so they can see it too. The second one is just making sure that you know that as a returning camper, you get access to a lot more stuff, both in terms of equipment, time, special events, all that kind of good things, extra time in your actual movie. And like I said, if you come back for the maximum amount of time, you get that large 5-minute block of time and so much time to work on your stories, plus lots of more fancy gear. And cooler classes. And then the final little bit is just, make sure that you tune in and share our socials out and all those different things as we're coming in. If you are yourself interested in joining our staff, make sure to take a look at those links when they pop up here at the end. But we have both an intern and counselor position, and you can submit and fill out the different parts of that when you go to that application. So I hope to see everybody. Once again, the biggest shout out ever to Eli Owens, who's running all this behind the scenes. Big shout out to Eli. None of this would have been possible without you, buddy. And another big shout out to Tom for just, this whole camp wouldn't be possible without him. And Scott Banks for our amazing graphics that we had for our promotional materials. So thank you all so much to all our campers. I think I have, Eli, have I stalled long enough? I can speak to Eli, but you can't hear Eli. Oh yeah. And then there was one very important note that I forgot to mention because it wasn't in my show notes. But that is that there is a very special parent survey. So for our campers who are here, please do send this link off to your parents so that way they can fill it out. We'll also be sending it out through email, but we just want to get a little bit of a sense of how things were for you at camp this past summer and things you might be looking forward to. Because there's not a lot of time before summer 2023, but just a little bit. And we'd like to really tweak that camp experience to be as much fun as for y'all as possible. So this is a chance for y'all to give us some feedback going into this new year. So, and now have I stalled long enough? Almost. We're still waiting. Need a few more.
A little more time.
Votes. Let's see. John, got any jokes? Favorite Camp Flix memories?
Oh, wow. Favorite Camp Flix memories. Okay. Minus all the ones that telling you would get me in trouble. I think that I don't know. I gotta tell you, in full honesty, Making Silence, a movie that was playing earlier in this stream, was like amazing because I got to work with young filmmakers who were not only like super talented, but also worked really well together. And to see people, you know, at that age just have a knack for this sort of thing, and the fact that they're coming to this camp to hone that in is just really exciting. I mean that's a big one. But I think enough about that. I think we're ready to move on now. I think we got it ready to go.
Yeah, I think we did it.
Awesome.
All right.
Great.
So without further ado, awesome.
Hey,
congratulations, Sean Paul with Glance.
Sean Paul, a camper who just aged out and got our Golden X Award, finally getting another award to throw on the pile, I guess. I mean, Sean Paul completed Camp Flix and then did a victory lap. So again, congratulations to Glance and Sean Paul for that amazing film.
Right. Nothing like the great abject horror of our shared collective experience going through the pandemic and
heavy
just like
subject
the
matter.
power and flexibility of horror for sure. So thank you so much, Sean Paul. Sean Paul, who will hopefully be filling out that application to be an intern very soon. Very soon, because I don't know how to do camp without you, buddy. So hopefully we'll see you and so many other folks at camp, either as staff or as campers next summer. So have a lovely new year. Thank you so much, John. You've been a delightful co-host. And we'll play some of the links here at the end, and have a great rest of your night.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year's.